and now we will discuss about the case study on the human rights of disadvantaged people. Yes, we call many category of people as disadvantaged people because on the physical fitness and also the mental health of the person. Yes, based on that, the structural discrimination is taken as a part where really the human beings are taken as a disadvantaged people. Yes, I'll tell you the category. So one is women, children, older person or adult persons, persons with disabilities, ethnic minorities, indigenous people, and people who lives with the HIV and AIDS. So these are the few category of people and human being are considered to be a disadvantaged people in the country. For example, we can take India as a country where these peoples are called as disadvantaged people. Yes, as I mentioned already, this categorization is based on the physical support and also the mental health, physical health, and also the supporters. Based on this category has been taken. So these structural discriminated disadvantaged people are keep on monitored by the Committee of Economic, Social and Cultural Rights. Yes, we have to give them a proper social and economical and cultural rights to them. So it is mandatory to everyone in the world to maintain those economic, social and cultural status of them. Let us see detailedly on each and every parameter. The first one, children's. As I mentioned, they called us disadvantaged people because kids. Children are also called as kids. They're very small. They do not have even much support. Okay, they're just growing from the smaller age to higher age. Okay, so one of the major human right issue on them is poverty. So one example I want to say, if a men are adult in the poverty or a poverty in any of his stage of life, they can recover. They can recover. But think that if it has happened, the poverty has happened to a small kid, the kid cannot develop because kid is always up to the adult. The kid will be in the poverty stage. They will not get proper nutrition of food when they are in a poverty. They will not get a proper shelters, homes, economic wealth and everything. They will be lifelong, they will be in the poverty. So that is why I'm telling the proper economic and wealth status has to be given to the kid. Proper education has to be given, proper food, proper dress and shelters, proper education has to be given. So these are all mandatory for the children to get developed in the economic status from the poverty, or else they will be in the same kind of poverties. So the reason history says 18,000 children under the age of 5 who dies every day because of the nutrition aspect. So it is very important case to be considered in the human rights. So that is why government is giving a lot of food, education, free accommodation, homes, shelters and everything to the children. So if we find any children without these nutritions and these kind of economical status, we have to help them as a citizen human being of the country. We have to help them. The next category is indigenous people. Indigenous people is a separate people who will not comes and live in the society. For example, if we take tribes, scheduled tribes, they will be in the mountain. They live in the mountain. They have culture in the mountain. So that is a covered culture they have. If they come to the society, a proper economic and social status has to be given to the indigenous people. This is one of the thing. So UN Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People was adopted on the year 2007, state that they should get a right without any discrimination. The next category is person living with HIV and AIDS. We all know there is no cure to HIV and AIDS as of now. Even the lot of medical research are going in and around the world towards curing the HIV and AIDS. But the person who got affected with the HIV and AIDS will get hurdles when they come into public. If they comes to know they have the particular disease, not normal human rights are provided to them. So utmost care with this awareness and education, we have to give them a proper economic and social rights to them, for human rights as a form of human rights, to make them help. The actually the person who got affected by HIV is provided by the government with medicine at the free of cost as well as in the affordable price. They have to be taken care with these proper insurance schemes and proper medical systems to take care and be happy of the rest of their life. Yes. The next one is person with the disabilities. We all know the person with the disabilities has to be given a proper right to them, even in our work culture. That is why government is providing a quota to them to work everywhere. They have right to work. We should not tell them you cannot work. So the government is also taking initiative. Also, the Article 28 recognize that they should get a proper standard of living and social protection for both rights without bias of the ability. It's the person is not called as disability, they are called as differently abled persons. The next one is ethnic and racial minorities. So to make you understand, I would like to say a small example. A place called Ladakh. Okay, half of the Ladakh will be looking for Pakistan and half of the Ladakh is looking for India, and there is always a problem. But there are few peoples, they do not know where they have to, whether in the Pakistan or in the India. So those people are one of the best example for ethnic and racial minorities. So they should also get a proper rights, human rights. They should not be treated as a minority, they should not be treated as a racials. So we have to give them a proper rights. Even this particular right is passed in the legislative assembly for getting enough rights. They should get social, economic, these rights are mandatory to them. So this kind of people are also called as disadvantaged people. And the next one is how we say an adult person. Normally the disadvantaged people have many rights. Many cases which is reported to the country, not treating properly the adults in the sense older age people, and they're not provided with the proper food, proper shelters and proper care to them. So a lot of cases files against on this particular adult age. So we have to, it is their right to get all the social and economical status in front of all. So we have to take care of them and equal rights to men and women in the adult ages. So that is why government is giving a lot of pension schemes, insurance and many things to them, because they have to be treated in the right way. They have their right. And the next one is a small case, okay, which I want to say is lot of human rights violations are happened, but still the human rights commissions and the government of India and the government of worlds and each and every country are taken care of for the particular people. But still the human right awareness has to be given to everyone in the proper education, so that the human right violations will not happen at one side and the human rights monitoring also will happen at another side. So the world also will have the proper rights, and proper right will reach to each and every person of the world. So thank you.